Rick, Travis Sanheim said he feels like guys are picking up on the system and stuff, but he also mentioned, some of the sloppy goals that were allowed. He says that won't cut it in the regular season. How do you kind of balance the two?
Yeah, there's some good and there's some bad, right? And we got to clean that stuff up. Just like I said, I think I told you guys last time in here, a little risky. That we're just we got to understand when to do it and when not to. A lot of you just can't give odd man rushes, things like that.
How did you see that last goal? Did you get a chance to look at it again? The game winner.
Well, I mean, there's a couple mistakes they throw. So, first of all, I think Mitch has to get out of there, and he just got beat up the ice. He was ahead of the guy. He got outskated, and then I think Yinning, I don't think he's either got to go or he has to back off. He was caught in between. If you just buy time, just stay in the middle of the ice, let the guys back check. So there's a couple of mistakes there.
It did seem like when the Islanders were in the defensive zone with a little bit more of a setup, you guys were, the Flyers were, doing the box and one, and the low danger shots were like 11 or 12 compared to the rest of the shots. I mean, do you see the guys kind of grasping the concept in that kind of setting? Yeah.
But there's some things we like when to switch the D. Like I don't like where their D are up by our blue line. That's where the centermen have to switch. But let's like I said, it's a new system. We got to you got to go through these things. So, but if you communicate that stuff, but that has been better. But we got to the grade A's, the 2-on-1s, the breakaway, the power play. They're just freebies. You might give about 3 freebies a month. You can't give them 2 or 3 a game. It just can't happen. You can't give free goals in this league.
You mentioned a little bit about Yannick a minute ago.
Yeah.
Him and Gerbankin, the two kind of bubble guys that played tonight. What were your thoughts on their overall?
I thought both had some good moments. I think they're still learning and stuff like that, but I thought they had some good moments. I really do. There's some stuff that we got to teach and stuff like that, but for the most part, I thought they had some good moments.
Do you have a concern level with Igor Zamula? It seems like he's struggled with the puck a little bit the last 2 games.
Yeah, he's got to pick it up. Yep, definitely.
Sam Ersson said that he feels good about where his game is at.
Yeah.
Just what did you see from him tonight?
Yeah, I thought he was solid. There were some point shots that there was a couple double screens in front of him. He made some good saves. Like, it was a couple glove saves. That was, I don't know how he saw that. So there's some moments there that I thought he had a good game today. He was solid. He wasn't definitely the reason why we lost the game.
Nikita Gerbankin said that the message from you guys was about him going to the net and being in front. He set the screen on that connecting goal.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to see from him? And how important is it to have someone who could just drive to the net like that?
No, really good. If he could play in front of the net, like he made that goal, and he's a sticky guy. He comes up with loose pucks in the corner. You always need those corner guys. That can come up with the pucks, and if we can continue to teach him and play that way, I think he can be a really force out there. Grab pucks, hold on to pucks. I think in the first he had that burst of speed. He almost split the. I mean, that's good stuff. We want that from him. So I hope he continues to do that.
Rick, how have you looked Jimmy Drysdale's preseason overall, like in the total scheme of things?
Well, he came into camp great shape, and he's trying stuff out there, which I want him to try. Now it's making that next level play, and we're going to work with him. And I think his attitude and his buy-in is great. He's been a pleasure so far. It's just a couple of things we got to. Like I said, we're gonna work with him, but for the most part, he's been really good for us.
Last one. Okay, thanks.
Good. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.